Hello, my name is Kaya Adams, and I'm here to thank everyone that keep pushing me to go to class, and I want to thank my family and friends who got me through high school, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kira Ann Aldrich, and I would like to thank my amazing mom, dad, extended family, and all of my friends for giving me such amazing support and advice throughout my journey in high school.
Hi, my name is Lexi Amante, and I'd like to thank my parents, Luis and Edith Amante, for always being by my side and helping me throughout high school.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Baker, and I'd like to thank my family and friends for always supporting me, but especially my mom as she raised me into the person I am today.
Hola, soy Bayani Baltasar y quería agradecer a mis padres y a mi hermana por ser grandes ejemplos en mi vida y sin ellos no estaría aquí. I also want to thank my teachers and my friends for supporting me through my high school years.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and I want to thank my teachers and my friends because without them, I don't think I'd be here today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Evan Berdan. I'd like to take this time to thank my coaches, teammates, family, and friends, and my recruiter, Staff Sergeant Liverman. I'll see you guys in October.
Hi, I'm Jackson Bishop. I'd like to thank my friends, family, teachers, coaches, and DJ Khaled.
Hi, my name is Eloise Bowles, and I would like to thank my parents, teachers, friends, teammates, and coaches for helping me get through these past 4 years. I'm so excited to see what the future holds, and congrats to the class of 2023. Go Broncos!
Hi, my name is Brooke Bouchon. I'd like to thank my parents, my brother Josh, and my friends, and of course my professors. Head off to TCU next year, so go Frogs!
Hola, mi nombre es Abby y yo le quiero dar las gracias a mi mamá y a mi papá por todo el esfuerzo, sacrificio y apoyo que me han dado. Gracias a ustedes lo logramos. Muchas gracias.
Hola, mi nombre es Ariana Calderón y nomás quiero darle las gracias a mis padres por estar ahí durante mis mejores y peores tiempos. I also wanted to thank my friends and teachers for supporting me through my toughest times and never letting me give up. Also remember to keep it $1.50 and never dim your light for anybody.
Hi, my name is Jesus, and I want to take this time to thank my family and friends for supporting me all 4 years of high school, and I'm really excited to graduate and see what life has for me.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Carrion. I want to take this time to thank my parents, my sister, and my friends for helping me with these 4 years of high school. Mi nombre es Kimberly Carrion y quiero tomar este tiempo para agradecer a mi familia, especialmente a mis papás y a mis amigas y a mi hermana por ayudarme durante estos años.
Hi, my name is Paulina, and I primarily want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for always being with me every step of the way, as well as my family and friends for always being here supportive.
Hola, mi nombre es Ángel Carrillo. Les quería dar las gracias por estarme apoyando todos estos 3 largos años de la high school y prácticamente toda la vida de escuela. Y solamente les quería decir que falta mucho para llegar al final.
Hola a todos, me llamo Ingrid Carvajal Macías, and I want to say thank you to all the people that have supported me throughout my high school years. También quería agradecer a mis padres y mis hermanos por todo lo que han hecho por mí. Los quiero mucho.
Hola, mi nombre es Sara Cervantes y quiero agradecer a mis padres y a mi familia por darme todo y gracias a ellos he llegado hasta aquí.
Hi, I'm Allison Chamberlain, and I'd like to thank my family, friends, the Golden Apple Band, and my director, Mr. Kovac, for everything and for supporting me these past 4 years.
Hi, I'm Edie Chamberlain, and high school has been quite the ride, but I can't wait to see what my future at Stanford University holds. I also want to thank my parents for being supportive of all of my weird interests that have gotten me this far.
Hey, my name is Brian Contreras, and I want to take this time to thank my mom, my parents, my family, my friends to get me through high school.
Hello, my name is Nathan, and I wanted to thank my sister for being there for me whenever no one else wanted to.
Hi, my name is Molly Coonfield. I want to thank my parents, all my coaches, teachers, professors, and everyone that has helped me these past 4 years.
Hola, mi nombre es Diana Corral Torres y quiero agradecerle a mis padres por todo su esfuerzo y también a mis maestros que me han guiado por estos 4 años de high school. Muchas gracias.
Hi, my name is Lakin Davidson, and I'm here to give a thanks to all of my friends and my teacher, and especially to my younger brother Alfie, who, if he does see this, I hope he's paying close attention because this one's for him. Also, I just wanted to say that it's been a long ride to get to here, and that I'm grateful for all my friends, and that if you're seeing this, that I also go by Bo.
My name is Cesar Deary, and I would like to thank my parents, my family, my friends, everybody that supported me through my journey of high school and just becoming an adult. And I'm so thankful for all of those people in my life. If you're watching, I care about you, and you are important, and I can't wait to see what the rest of my life has in store.
Hi, I'm David Espinoza. I really just want to give a big thank you to the class of 23. I really appreciate the time, and let's have a great night.
Hi, my name is Flor Espinoza Sanchez y nomás le quería decir gracias a mi mamá, mis hermanos y mi familia, and I would also like to say thank you to all my teachers here at the high school.
Hi, my name is Juliana Franklin, and I want to thank my parents, my teachers and staff, and my older sister for getting me through my high school years. Congrats, guys.
Hi, I'm Lila Fox, and I want to thank all my teachers and my parents for being supportive of me and helping me graduate.
Hi, my name is Francisca Gaglio. I'm a Rotary Exchange student from Argentina, and my experience in Wenatchee High School was amazing. So I'm super grateful to end here, and thanks Rotary and all the amazing people that I know here, mostly for my swimming team and all the times that we spent together the last year. So thank you so much.
Hola, mi nombre es Giovanni González. Hoy le quiero pedir gracias a mis padres por sus sacrificios que me han dado. Con esos sacrificios es la persona que me he convertido hoy. Gracias.
Hi, I'm Caleb Grubb. I'm graduating from Wenatchee High School. I want to say thanks to my friends and family, to the school, some teachers. I want to say thanks to my bus driver. He's pretty chill. That's it.
My name is Jacob Gutierrez, and I want to say that I'm so happy to have all of the friends and family that supported me, and I don't think I would have come this far without any of them. And I really want to say that I really appreciate my brother, and I'm really hopeful and excited for what the future holds.
Hi, I'm Olivia Harley. I'd like to thank my family and friends and teachers for the last 4 years at Wenatchee High School. Go Panthers!
Hi, I'm Mason Hagum, and I want to thank my friends, family, and parents for all the love and support the past 4 years. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Hi, my name is Diana Hernandez, and I would like to thank the friends and staff who have helped me through the ups and downs these past 4 years, and I would also, of course, like to thank my family. Los quiero mucho.
Hi, my name is Gabe Hunsaker. Thank you to my parents, friends, teachers, and coaches. Thank you for always pushing me and keeping me going. We did it, class of 2023.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Hurtado. I just want to thank everyone who has impacted my life throughout my 13 years of school. I also want to give a special thank you to my older sister Belinda Hurtado for being my role model, but also my best friend. También quiero agradecer a mis padres y a mis hermanos por ayudarme a ser la persona que soy hoy.
Hi, I'm Nora Hyde. I wanted to say thank you to my parents, all of the teachers I've had, and also to my coaches who have helped me grow and become who I am today. And congrats, class of 2023.
Hi, my name is Anastasia Jarecki, and I would like to thank everyone I've ever interacted with, as they have all shaped me into who I am today.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Jimenez, and le quiero hacer muchas gracias a mi mamá for always being my biggest supporter and guiding me through life and always being there when I needed her the most. Have fun in high school.
Hey, I'm Matthew Job. I'd like to take this time to thank all the coaches and the support I've had from my family and friends along the way.
Hi, I'm Jason Kirk, and I'd like to say that we did it. And I'd like to thank my mom and my friends.
Hi, I'm Ava Keys, and I would like to thank my family, friends, and siblings for helping me be so successful in my high school years.
Hey, I'm Sophia Kinninger. I wanted to thank all the amazing teachers I've had at my time during WHS, my friends, and especially my parents and my mom for supporting me throughout my high school career. Congratulations to the class of 2023. I'm so excited for what our futures hold. Peace out, Panthers!
Hi,
Hi, my name is Malia. I just want to say thank you to all the parents and coaches that helped me throughout the years, and I can't wait to see where the future takes us.
Hello, my name is Emily Leonard. I gotta say my senior year has definitely been the roughest so far, but through adversity we get to build character. Thanks to my supportive teacher, Mr. Harley, I got to learn that I want to be a history teacher just like him. Thank you to my family and my friends for being amazing and helping me through my high school career.
Hi, my name is David Long, and I'd like to thank all my friends and family for all the help they've given me throughout my schooling. And thank you to all my friends who have done so much for me. Even though I may not remember all their names, I will remember what they have done for me.
Hi, my name is Yasmin López Martínez y le quería agradecer a mis padres y a mis maestros que me han soportado mucho en mi educación y que me han ayudado en mis momentos difíciles. Y espero verlos en los próximos 10 años. Gracias.
Hi, I'm Ashley McMahon. I just want to thank all the teachers and coaches who have supported me throughout my 4 years here, and I can't wait to see all of you at our 10-year reunion.
Hi, I'm Violet Madsen, and I just want to thank everybody who's been supportive of me throughout these 4 years, and I also want to thank my family for being with me.
Hi, my name is Sophia Mead, and I would like to thank everyone in my family and at Wenatchee High School for helping me get through these past 4 years. They've been incredibly difficult, and I'm just glad to know that people have been able to help me and help me learn what I want to do in the rest of my life.
Mi nombre es Yael Mejía. Quería agradecer a mis padres por traerme a este país lleno de oportunidades y a mi hermana por ayudarme durante la escuela. Gracias.
Hi, my name is Rogelio Mendoza, and I just want to say thank you to Martin and my brothers for all the support. I miss you, Angel, and thank you to my mom for showing me all the love.
Hi, I'm Laura Mickey. I want to thank my friends, family, and the staff at Wenatchee High School for supporting me and making it possible for me to graduate, especially my mom.
Hi, my name is Anna Mora, and I just want to start off by thanking everybody who has been here throughout my 4 years, teachers, friends, and my family. Y especialmente les quiero agradecer a mis papás por apoyarme en todo lo que me han podido apoyar. Go Panthers!
Hi, my name is Marisa Morales, and I just wanted to thank everybody and everybody who isn't in my life anymore. I wanted to say thank you and that I love you guys, even the people that I'm not in good terms with anymore. And yeah.
Hola a todos, soy Andrea. Nada más quiero tomar un momento para poder agradecerles a mis padres por haberse venido a los Estados Unidos para tener una vida mejor por ellos mismos y para sus futuras generaciones. Por ellos es que estoy en donde estoy en este momento y por ellos es que voy a seguir luchando para ser una persona mejor en el futuro. Thank you to all my teachers and to my best friend for always supporting me and motivating me through all my high school years. Thank you for making all these years unforgettable and fun.
Hi, my name is Lali. I'm super grateful for my parents, my family, my friends, and I really appreciate this school year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Norland. I just want to say thank you to my mom and my dad and my 3 siblings, and of course my dogs, Casey and Sawyer. You guys are all so special to me, and I'm so grateful for you.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Campo. I want to thank my parents and family members for supporting me in all my ups and downs. I also want to say thank you to all my teachers who had an impact in my life. And hola, soy Jeremy Ocampo. Le quiero agradecer a mis padres y a mi familia por apoyarme en todo, y también quiero agradecer a todos los maestros que han tenido un impacto en mi vida.
Hi, I'm Finley Otley. I just want to thank all my friends and family, and I had a great 4 years, and I'm excited for the rest of my life.
Hi, my name is Faye Patrick, and I want to thank my mom and my family for helping me get through these past 4 years.
Hi, I'm Brody Payne. I want to thank my mom and dad and all my coaches and teachers that helped me get through high school.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Peart, and I would like to thank all the pets that I've had for keeping me emotionally stable through this process. And, you know, maybe my mom and dad.
Hi, I'm Tyler Perdue, and I'm a senior at Wenatchee High School, and I would just like to take this time to thank my friends and family for pushing me through my last year of high school.
Hi, my name is Julie Perez, and I will be going to the Wenatchee Valley College this fall. I would like to give big thanks to all my friends and families and teachers, and I would like to give thanks to my brother and my sister for supporting me so much. I love you guys.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Wesley Pruitt, and I would just like to thank my family, especially my parents, for helping me through some tough times this year. I would also like to thank my band director and my fellow peers in band for giving me many amazing opportunities in music and in performing.
Hi, my name is Abby Roach. I want to thank my family, friends, teachers, coaches, and everyone who's impacted my life during my high school years. Congrats, class of 2023. We did it.
Hi, my name is Fatima Rodriguez. I would love to give a big thank you for everyone that has supported me, such as family, friends, and teachers. Especialmente a mi familia, muchas gracias a mis padres por apoyarme y ser una gran inspiración para mí. Se los agradezco mucho. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe Rodriguez, and tonight's the night. I just want to thank my family, my friends, everyone that's been with me along the way, especially all my teachers who did not fail me. I really appreciate each and every one of you.
Hola, mi nombre es Claudia Rodríguez Mendoza. Primero que todo le quiero agradecer a mis papás y a mi familia por siempre apoyarme y los quiero mucho.
My name is Ethan Rowland. I just wanted to give a big thank you to my parents and my brothers for always being there for me. Let's go get this bread.
Hi, I'm Morgan Rollman, and I just wanted to say thank you to my friends, my family, and especially to Miss McCormick and Miss Johnson for making a high school experience as wonderful as it was. So thank you, and don't stop believing.
Hi, my name is Natalie Ruiz Sandoval. I would like to thank my family, friends, coaches, and teachers for all their help and support. Me gustaría agradecerle a mi familia, a mis amigos, a mis maestros y a todos que me han apoyado en mi educación y en mi vida. Muchas gracias.
Hi, my name is Julia Sanchez, and I want to thank my friends and family for supporting me through this amazing 4 years, even though I went through the pandemic the first 2. I still enjoyed every second of it. I just want to say I'm very thankful and grateful for everyone that's been in my life. Los amo.
Hi, my name is Lillian Sharp, and I'd like to thank my papa for always being my rock and my dad for always being there for me.
Hi, I'm Micah Scott, and I'd like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for making my high school experience so memorable.
Hi, I'm Joey Slesk, and I want to say thank you to my parents, my friends, and Gabe Hunsaker for helping me through these 2 years at Wenatchee High School, and I'm so glad that I was able to spend this time with everybody here.
I'm Aiden Smith. I'd like to thank the people who helped improve my speech, my family and friends. You all have helped me out throughout my life, and I'm just happy that I'm here where I am now.
Hi, my name is Madison Sterling, and I'd like to thank my teachers, my parents, my friends, and my coaches for making my time in high school so memorable.
I'm Harley Stringham, and I'd like to thank my friends and family for supporting me through the best and worst of times these past 4 years.
Hi, my name is Michael Torres, and I just want to thank my mom and dad for all that they've done for me, and my brother Travis, my friends, and my coaches as well.
Hi, my name is Gage Turner, and I'd like to thank my parents and my friends for supporting me throughout my high school years, and I'm excited to see how the future will hold.
Hi, I'm Taryn Turner. I want to thank my best friends for getting me through this year. Couldn't have done it without them, and I'll see you all in 10 years for the awesome class reunion I'll be planning.
Hi, my name is Manny Valencia. I want to take this time to thank my parents, my siblings, and my friends for their support and all their involvement into my success over the years, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrew Vandershelley. I want to take this time to thank my coaches, my family, my friends, and my teachers for all the support along the way.
Hi, I'm Mariana Vasquez Martinez, and I just wanted to say thank you to some of my friends and teachers I've had so far throughout these 4 years, and just want to be really grateful and thank you. Hola, soy Mariana Vasquez Martinez. Quería decir gracias por todas las personas que podían venir hoy, y también quería decir muchas gracias a mis hermanos y mis papás y también mis tíos o tías que vinieron y que disfrutaron los años aquí.
Hi, my name is Tyler Webb, and I want to thank all my friends and family for getting me through the high school. And after 4 years of being in it, I finally got a class with Nathan, and it was the best year I ever had.
Hi, I'm Michael Whitefoot. Just want to take this time to thank my dad, and honorable mention to my friend Yael Mejia.
Hola, mi nombre es Andrea Zarate y además quería agradecer a mi familia, mis amigos, mis amigas y todos los que me han apoyado en estos tiempos. Hi, my name is Andrea Zarate and I would like to thank my family, friends, teachers, and everyone who supported me. And I'll see you guys in 10 years.
NCW Life Channel is proud to bring you the commencement exercises for the class of 2023. Today's coverage is brought to you by Apple Valley Honda, Confluence Health, JDSA Law, Mary Mays, Mini Blinds and more, Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista, Together for Youth, the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, the Walkabout Grill. Graduation coverage is also sponsored by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dr. David Parks, and Global Car Care. Now let's go live to Lee Boftel Field at the Apple Bowl and celebrate Wenatchee High School's class of 2023.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right, baby. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate.
If I could have the senior choir and ASL interpreters to the front. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise, remove your hats for the presentation of the colors and singing of our national anthem. Presenting the colors is your Wenatchee High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. This is the very first year our JROTC program and their very first graduation presentation. The American flag and commander is Cadet Staff Sergeant Mendoza. The American rifle is Cadet Staff Sergeant Henke. The Washington flag is Cadet Staff Sergeant Montez. The Washington rifle is Cadet Second Lieutenant Anguiano. The national anthem tonight is sung by members of our senior chamber choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
If you could please remain standing until the color guard exits the field. You may be seated. Thank you. While we have our senior chamber choir here, we're going to make a change and have them become the senior jazz choir, and we'll share our first musical performance of the evening.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all days through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. And I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is blue, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. He's a swing machine, so you don't worry me. Just keeping time with the rhyme, you can top it. Every guy wanted to sing just like it. Crazy soul and saxophone, a legacy incredible. Yeah, I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day. Everything that's bright and gay, I'll always think of you that way. I will find you in the morning sun, and when the night is blue, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Yes, I will take you with me, burning bright, and when the night is blue, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. Bob.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm Brandon Harley, Wenatchee High School's Senior Class Advisor. On behalf of the Wenatchee High School class of 2023, I extend a warm thank you to all that have come to share this memorable evening with us. Buenas noches. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación para la clase de 2023 en la Escuela Secundaria Wenatchee. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros esta noche. Members of the administration, faculty and staff, honored guests, family and friends, and most importantly, graduating seniors. Welcome to the 119th commencement of Wenatchee High School. 30 years ago this week, I sat up in the sweltering Wenatchee High School gym next to my friend and current Wenatchee High School English teacher, Jenny Netz. And we, like you, were very ready to graduate. I was able to hear my favorite teacher speak that night, and he mentioned some emotional words from a coach that was dying of cancer. He said, if you laugh, if you think, and if you cry, that's a full day. Each year that I have the honor to stand up here before our graduates, I think today is a full day. It's one that you get to experience with all of your friends and family, and that's a rarity, so I hope you enjoy it. Look around this glorious setting tonight. Everybody here is to share this with you. In 1993, I never thought the thought would never cross my mind that I'd be standing here with my own family in the stands to celebrate my own daughter's graduation. While my role here is the senior class advisor, tonight, more importantly, for the first time, I'm a father. And I stand up here a proud father, and I hope you don't mind me sharing a moment with my daughter. I love you, Sugar Plum. I had the mic, so I was going to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. This ceremony is going to go fast, and I ask all of you seniors to please celebrate each other. From good friends to people you barely know, all of you can relax and enjoy your moment. Think of the many people throughout your life in some way that helped you get here tonight. Because in less than 2 hours, you're going to be standing out in that park, celebrating with your friends and family. This journey has ended, and you'll be moving on to your next. I've been asked to remind our friends in the stands that you'll be able to meet our graduates out in Triangle Park. Please remember, no one will be allowed on the field at the end of the ceremony, and we appreciate your understanding. To begin the ceremony tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce our senior class president, Ms. Taryn Turner.
Hello, class of 2023, faculty, and parents. My name is Taryn Turner, and I'm this year's senior class president. I think we could all agree that when we heard the year 2023 way back in kindergarten, that seemed like a lifetime away. Now look around, we are here, and we did that. So congratulations to each and every one of you for making it to this milestone. I know we are all just wanting to get our diploma and be done with this stage in our lives, but let's take a moment to remember who got us here. Family, friends, and faculty, thank you. Thank you for pushing us all forward and supporting us along the way. You all believed in us, and that is why we will all be walking the stage in just a few moments. Now look to your left and right. These faces you are seeing are who we have spent the last 13 years with. It is time to say our goodbyes and all go on our own ways of life. May all of our paths cross again someday. It is now my pleasure to introduce tonight's first student speaker, Joey Slesk.
This one's for you, knothead. Just over 2 years ago, I attended Seom High School in Bellingham, Washington. This high school was only 2 years old, brand new, with amazing facilities. Turf, football, baseball, softball, and soccer fields, 6 tennis courts, and a track all on campus. The bathrooms were actually nice, and every single classroom had 4 massive floor-to-ceiling windows that gave you light and a view throughout the whole day. Then, I moved here. But now, when I walked through the halls of Wenatchee High School, I realized that it was never my physical surroundings that defined my experience here. It was the people around me that did. It was the relationships I created and the amazing students and staff I met. It was also the memories I made, like when Ben Borden gave me a haircut on the court during halftime at a basketball game. Thanks to Mr. Beeson for letting us do that. But my favorite memory of Wenatchee is from when I first moved here. The feeling of sheer terror and despair I felt, that is. I was not happy to be moving here from where I'd been born and raised, not to mention the fact that I was right in the middle of high school. I was scared and worried that I would live my final 2 years of high school, the years that people always say are the best, in an unfamiliar place with people I don't know and would never become friends with in the short time I was here. Now, the reason why this is one of my favorite memories is because my fears could not have been farther from the truth. Entering the school as a 5'2" junior, I thought for sure I would be cast aside or discarded. I was not. I thought for sure no one would be my friend. I was just a kid no one has ever seen before. I was mistaken. I thought for sure I would be ignored by my sports teams. They've been practicing together for years, and I just showed up. I was wrong. I felt confident that I would never be a true member of this amazing community. I was dead wrong. And what proved my fears incorrect was you. All of you. All of you in cross country, swimming, track and field. All of you in the orchestra and the music department as a whole. All of you in ASB. All of you in DECA. All of you in the student sections of games. And all of you who competed for Wenatchee. All of you that I ever met in my short time here. And if I never had the privilege of meeting you, hi, I'm Joey Slesk. It has been a blessing for me to be here, and you all are the reason why. I will always look back with fondness on the memories I made here, like holding open the main doors with Kara every morning, or shooting Pierre Vega's little brother for Senior Assassin because I couldn't tell them apart. Memories like the bus rides home from track meets, where Brian Contreras would bring a speaker and Andrew Cad would freestyle. Or when Elijah Perez crowd surfed at a volleyball game where everyone was dressed up in suits. And when Diana, Aaliyah, Michael, Kara, and I were voted prom royalty. Or when Calvin Bishop, Austin Vanderkoy, and Brody Payne all went shirtless at a different volleyball game.
And another time at a basketball game too, I think. I'll always remember the awesome assemblies with Jackson and Eloise, the countless dap-ups and hallway hellos, hundreds of sports practices with and around amazing friends. Seeing David Espinoza every single time I'm in the hallway somehow. And just all of you in general. And I'll never forget what I learned one day when I was having a hard time with life. Carl Rader gives the best hugs. I also learned a lesson that will always stick with me. A lesson more amazing than watching Scarlett Cron and Brahm Meanders get married. Or the sheer size of Caden Vile's biceps. I learned from you, not just you, but everyone here, that being kind to those around you, as you were to me, is one of the most important things I can do. Now, I have to say that even though it might seem impossible, I actually enjoyed going to school, simply because of the amazing community you have created and the great teachers I had, like Mr. Harley and Mr. Bussey, who unfortunately for them had me in classes both my junior and senior year. So thank you, class of 2023, for being the reason I had an awesome senior year. I hope that as time goes by, we will all remember the years we spent together. I also hope that if I ever grow my hair out, I'll be able to have a haircut as cool as BB's. And lastly, I hope that no matter what happens next for each of us, we will find our path in life and succeed at whatever we put our minds to, wherever we are. Because soon we'll be separated and gone to many places across the country and even the world. I'll be going on a mission in Brazil for my church for 2 years. And even though we may never be together like this again, I know that we will always have a bond that will never be broken. And I know that my heart will forever be imprinted with the wonderful memory of you, the Purple and Gold Panthers of Wenatchee High School's class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Joey. Good evening. My name is Ashton McMahon, and I am one of this year's senior class senators. It is my pleasure to now welcome our next musical act of the evening. Please welcome Morgan Rollman singing Don't Stop Believing. Hi. Just before we get started, I just wanted to say if anybody in the crowd, including you guys, if anybody would like to sing along, not in a cheesy way, but just for the fun of it, feel free to. Thank you. She took the midnight train going anywhere. It's just a city
She'd hit the midnight train going anywhere. How we doing, Wenatchee? A singer in a smoky room, smell wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they could share the night, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Street lights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Street lights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people.
Good job.
You killed it, girl.
Thank you, Morgan. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's National Honor Society Secretary and Treasurer, Olivia Harley and Eloise Bowles.
Ashton?
That's hard to beat, so. Good evening, I'm Olivia Harley, the 2023 Wenatchee High School Honor Society Treasurer. I am honored tonight to recognize the Wenatchee High School class of 2023 valedictorians. Please help me recognize, in alphabetical order, our 16 valedictorians. Iona Canlis, Edith Chamberlain, Courtney Dodge, Macy Fowler, Ella Gebers, Elizabeth Groff, David Vellante, Emery Hughes, Gabe Hunsaker, Anastasia Jarecki, Charlie Jorgensen, Miranda Nyack, Carolyn Norland, Abigail Roach, Gage Turner, and Aaron Verma. These students are academically excellent. They have maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average for all 8 semesters of their high school career. Together, they have taken many college and high school courses, over 50 honors or AP courses, the equivalent of many years of international languages, and several will be graduating with their AA degree from Wenatchee Valley College as well.
Hi, I'm Eloise, this year's Secretary of Honor Society. We will now recognize them individually with their valedictorian stole. So, first up, Iona Canlis, Edith Chamberlain, we're going the other way. We'll go the opposite of alphabetical order. So we are on Carolyn Norland, Miranda Nyack, Charlie Jorgensen, Gabe Hunsaker, Emery Hughes, Anastasia Jarecki, David Guzman Valente, Elizabeth Groff, Ella Gabers, Macy Fowler, Courtney Dodge, Edith Chamberlain, and Iona Canlis. Once again, we thank them for their contributions and many years of stellar academic achievement while attending Wenatchee High School. You may now return to your seats. It is now my pleasure to welcome senior class senators Diana Hernandez and Michael Torres, who will introduce you to this year's distinguished alumni.
Good evening. My name is Diana Hernandez, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2023's distinguished alumni. Each year, the senior class recognizes a Wenatchee High School graduate who has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to their career, community, and country through examples they set after graduation. It is my pleasure to announce that the 2023 distinguished alumni is Hugo Zavala, class of 2005. The last year has been a very busy one for Mr. Zavala. Last June, the Association of Two-Way and Dual Language Education chose Mr. Zavala as their 2022 National Teacher of the Year. He was selected for his outstanding contributions and commitment to bilingual education, as well for his outstanding work as a classroom teacher and school leader. Shortly after that announcement, our local North Central Educational Service District selected Mr. Zavala as the 2023 Regional Teacher of the Year. The state of Washington recognized Mr. Zavala last September as one of its 9 finalists for Washington State's Teacher of the Year representing North Central Washington ESD 171. These incredible achievements are only a small part of why we are honoring Mr. Zavala tonight. Mr. Zavala moved to Wenatchee in 1995 from Michoacan, Mexico, where he entered the 2nd grade at Mission View Elementary. Mr. Zavala shared with me that he initially felt unpleasant and sad because of leaving one country and moving to another where he did not know the language, culture, and people. As he continued to make his way through the Wenatchee school system, Mr. Zavala shared that his uncomfortable feeling changed to one of feeling supported and helped by many pleasant people along the way. He shared that each of his teachers in our district had a positive impact in some way, and the environment they created encouraged his success. Mr. Zavala shared that his greatest memories of attending school here in Wenatchee was when teachers honors what he knew and what he brought from his own cultural experiences. His fifth grade teacher, Mr. Scott Pass, and one of his Wenatchee High School social studies teachers, Mr. Larry Schreck, embodied these qualities. His memories of WHS are filled with appreciation for many staff members who went out of their way to help him. While at WHS, Mr. Zavala shared how he learned the importance of honoring those who helped us along the way by taking time to thank those who have helped us and to show that their investments in us have not been in vain. Mr. Zavala's journey after Wenatchee High School took him through the education programs of Wenatchee Valley College and Central Washington University. His first job led him to Kennewick School District, where in 2016 he would receive the award of 2016 Latino Educator of the Year. 6 years ago, Mr. Zavala was able to return to Wenatchee, where he currently teaches 4th grade mathematics and Spanish language arts at Lewis and Clark Elementary. When I asked Mr. Zavala what is he most proud of so far in his career, he shared how as an educator there is no greater joy than seeing his students succeed. Watching them grow and achieve their goals is a testament to their hard work and dedication that fills them with immense pride. On behalf of the class of 2023, I ask you to please join me in honoring Hugo Zavala as the Wenatchee High School class of 2023 Distinguished Alumni.
Buenas tardes a todos. Good evening, graduates, faculty, and families. It is an honor to be this year's distinguished alumnus and speak to you today. Thank you. I want to thank Mr. Harley, the faculty, and our seniors for considering me for this great honor. As I reflect on my journey, I realize that my success was not achieved alone. The positive actions of others have influenced my life in countless ways. I owe a great deal of gratitude to those who have supported me. Quiero agradecer a mis padres, mi familia por apoyarme constantemente, por su sacrificio, dedicación y por inculcarnos en ser agradecidos, humildes, dedicados y trabajadores, ya que eso ayudó a guiarnos por el mejor camino. Gracias a su sacrificio y dedicación estamos viviendo nuestra versión del sueño americano. Gracias. We've all heard stories and have our own stories to tell. I'd like to share my story. I'm a first-generation elementary, high school, and college graduate. My father first visited the U.S. in the 80s and was intrigued by the opportunities in this country. In 1995, when the opportunity arose, my parents saw the move to the United States as the optimal chance for their children to be successful in life. Success to them included the idea that their children would have opportunities in life by receiving a formal education. I am forever grateful for their sacrifice of leaving all they knew behind for our sake. My bilingual journey began as a young child. My first school experience was in Mexico as I attended first grade and second grade with great success and exemplary academic achievement. Then at the age of 7, my family moved to the United States. On my first day of school in the United States, I did not know how to speak English. When teachers spoke to me, I could not respond. I was in culture shock with an effective filter as high as could be. I was lost in a sea of language that I could not access, and my silent period in learning a new language was equated to a deficit. Soon after, my teachers recognized my unique strengths and helped me build my confidence. They encouraged me to share my own culture and language with my classmates, which helped me feel more included and valued. Eventually, I was able to say my first English words, words that many teachers like myself would not like to hear, especially in the middle of a lesson. I asked, "Can I go to the bathroom?" I still remember the celebration in class because I had spoken for the first time and said my first English words. With the help of my teachers and mentors, I was able to learn a new language, English, while maintaining my first language, Español. Being a language learner myself, with parents that had little schooling experience, brought many challenges in navigating the education system in the U.S. But despite this, with great support from my parents and guidance from teachers and mentors that have been part of my life, I was able to succeed in school. Today, I'm a bilingual teacher at Lewis and Clark Elementary. We believe that every student has the potential to learn and grow. We are helping empower multilingual students to reach their full potential by having them embrace the power and beauty of multilingualism. My story is a testament to the power of education that honors unique strengths and cultural backgrounds, and how positive influences support and encourage us to pursue our dreams. I constantly reflect on the values that have helped me in life: gratitude, humility, hard work, and dedication. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've had and for the people who have helped me along the way. I remain humble, knowing that there's always more to learn and achieve. I have worked hard and dedicated myself to my goals. And today, we celebrate the fruits of our labor. To my parents, family, teachers, and friends who have all played a pivotal role in shaping the person I am today, I thank you. Your support, guidance, and encouragement helped me overcome challenges to pursue my dreams. Now I'm paying it forward by helping empower the next generation of students. Sometimes it's not about being recognized, but rather acknowledging the value of our actions and the powerful impact they have on others. Whether it's a family member, a friend, a teacher, a coach, there's likely someone who has helped you along the way. Let's take a moment to remember the positive impact that others have had on our lives. So as you move forward, graduates, I encourage you to seek out mentors and role models who can guide you and inspire you. Surround yourself with positive influences who will support you and encourage you to pursue your passions. I challenge you to consider the impact that your actions will have on others. Graduates, you have the power to make a positive difference in the lives of those around you. You can create a brighter future for yourselves and future generations. Congratulations on your graduation, class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zavala, and congratulations. Hello, I am Michael Torres, and it is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2023's faculty speaker. Please help me welcome to the stage Wenatchee High School language arts teacher, Mr. Chris Cloak. What? Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the honor of speaking here on this momentous of occasions. I have to admit, I've always had a bit of a fear of public speaking, so if you see the shakes, you'll know why. My sincerest congratulations to each of you in the class of 2023, and like I said, I'm honored to be here and speak before you. A student asked me what I was going to speak about here at this ceremony, and I replied that I might just reuse my previous graduation speech and save myself quite a bit of time. And then I said, well, I can emulate some of my students and just let ChatGPT write the speech for me. But of course, you deserve better than that, so here we go. And let me tell you that, yes, the tassel is worth the hassle, and congratulations. I know that many of you believe this is the beginning of your freedom, but it's actually not. It's the beginning of your parents' freedom. In my lifetime, I've been called many names over the years, some good, some bad, but the one with which I feel most honored to be called is teacher. I'm proud to call myself a teacher, and I am more fortunate than you will ever know to have worked with so many of you. Violet and the beauty of her song, Jackson and his athletic prowess, Sophia and her impressive intellect, Holly and her quiet competitiveness, Miranda and her innate curiosity, Julia, Gage, David, Gabe, Iona, Olivia, Juan, and so many more of you. I've been a very lucky teacher indeed. And speaking of teachers, here sits a dedicated group of people who have worked with you, laughed with you, cried with you, and have often prayed for you, probably all within the last 2 weeks. Take a moment to look at those wearing the black robes around you. Here sit poets, journalists, inventors, sculptors, painters, actors, engineers, athletes, researchers, botanists, chemists, and more. And they have all given up the lure of higher pay and potential fame in order to assist future generations in realizing their dreams and reaching their potential. Every day, all day, they shared their passions with you. They assisted you, they guided you, they were here for you, and they will be here for the next group of students too. That dedication deserves a round of applause. Thank you, teachers. Okay, let's get to this. Here's my advice to you as you go forward in the future. First, remember that you can accomplish great things. 16,000 is a number you should know. Remember 16,000 because it's the approximate number of hours you may have spent in classes from kindergarten through your senior year, all for a handshake and a piece of paper. But don't sell yourself short. This accomplishment is going to open doors for you that you never even knew were there. Those doors may have been closed, but they are open to you now. Secondly, I would advise you to avoid ending a day angry with somebody. Oscar Wilde once said that you should always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. But of course, it's even more important to forgive those you love. Try to work things out immediately, or at least make a promise to the other person that you will make things right tomorrow. Friendships and family are too important to take for granted, so end each day without regret. And embrace forgiveness. Forgiveness releases you from the trap of bitterness. In fact, each time that you part from a friend or a loved one, tell them how you feel. Tell them you care about them. Hug them. Tell them you love them. Tomorrow is a promise to no one, and our final words to anyone should be those of promise, of hope, and of love. My last words to my mother were, "I love you," and I'll never regret having said them. Moreover, do better than the tolerance taught to you in school. Respect others no matter who they are. "I respect you" is much more powerful and loving than "I tolerate you." Now, I've heard some of you muse about your nervousness about the future. If you don't know what to do with your life or what career you wish to pursue, I have some suggestions. Find a problem to solve in society. Or find a job where you give back to others. Or find a position where you make others' lives better. Give some of your love to your future communities. The happiest people I have ever met have created lives of giving and being in the service of others. To give is to love. Plus, try to be the voices of compromise and unity. My generation, those who came before me, and those who come after you need you. We need you desperately. We live in an increasingly polarized society. We have a nest of tribalism that's been developed over years. We've reached a point in history where too many people identify themselves as a Democrat or a Republican before they identify themselves as Americans. Many don't even want to live in the same neighborhoods as those who are different than themselves. Some have even gotten to the extreme of wanting to create new states. Too many Americans seem to have forgotten the United in the United States of America, and you can help build that bridge. We are a stronger community, state, and nation when we reach across the aisle and work as one. The inability to compromise only strengthens our enemies. We need to recommit to the future our fallen heroes fought for, a future grounded in freedom, democracy, equality, tolerance, opportunity, and justice. The truest memorial to our fallen soldiers' lives is to act every day to ensure that our democracy endures, our Constitution endures, and the soul of our nation and our decency endures. This means you have to vote. Your vote is your voice. Too many have died for this right to simply not use it. You must vote. Please love your country, but love it with a critical eye. Don't just look for a D or an R when choosing a candidate. One extreme side wants to put all power in a single man to move away from the democratic principles and checks and balances upon which this nation thrives. The opposite extreme wants to tear down the very institutions forming the backbone of our society without knowing what will replace those fundamental establishments. No matter which side you lean, though, listen to what those candidates say and then see if their actions follow the rhetoric. What do you believe and who represents you? Who truly represents the foundational principles of this great nation? Watch out for those who would take away your freedoms. Anyone willing to take away your neighbor's rights is likely willing to take away yours too. Choose free speech. Choose the open sharing of ideas. Choose people over corporations. Choose to expand the rights of people. Choose to hold power accountable. Choose to love thy neighbor. Choose inclusion. Now, being an English teacher, I want to relay some of Mark Twain's famous words. A person who won't read has no advantage over those who can't read. I would be remiss if I did not remind you to continue to read and think about what you have already read. Atticus Finch teaches us that courage is not a man with a gun, but a person standing up for what is right, even when you think you're beaten from the start. Jay Gatsby shows us the dangers of blind optimism. Creon becomes an example for us of a rash, too easily angered leader. John Proctor shows us that personal integrity provides self-worth. John Steinbeck reveals to us through the Joad's journey the power of the people when organized and united. Shakespeare, Big Willie himself, shows us the persuasive power of language and the advantages of avoiding destructive influences. Victor Frankenstein presents to us the calamity that can follow obsession. Guy Montag presents the dangers of ignorance and over-reliance on technology. And speaking of technology, please don't live your life through a screen. Life should not be lived on a device. Put down the smartphone, put aside the iPad, put away the computer, enjoy nature, travel, talk to people. I've never met anyone at the end of life wishing he had played one more round of Fortnite or watched one more TikTok video or read one more celebrity's tweet. Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these: it might have been. Life is what we pay attention to, what we leave behind, and who we have around us. Devices can pacify, but they can't love. And I can't forget to tell you one last thing, maybe the most important thing. I am a lucky, lucky man to have found someone who shares my tears, my goals, my beliefs. My wife, Danielle, is my favorite part of my everyday, and I wish for each and every one of you to find someone to share your life with. Whoever you love, if you remember nothing else I've said today, please remember this. Life is much more fulfilling when it is filled with love and when it is shared with those you love. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mason Hagum, and I am one of this year's seniors class senators. It is my pleasure to introduce our next musical act this evening. Please welcome senior Ava Key singing "The House That Built Me" by Miranda Lambert.
Girl, I know you don't know me from Adam, but these handprints on the front steps are mine. Up those stairs in that little back bedroom is where I did my homework and I learned how to read. Now I bet you didn't know, under that live oak, my favorite dog is buried in the yard. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me. Mama cut out pictures of houses for years, from Better Homes and Garden magazine. Plans were drawn when we moved in, nail by nail and board by board. Then there was my life and it was a dream. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could just come in, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me. Now we leave home, we move on. Now we do the best we can. I won't get lost in this whole world, won't forget who I am. I thought if I could touch this place or feel it, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here it's like I'm someone else. I thought that maybe I could find myself. If I could walk around, I swear I'll leave. Won't take nothing but a memory from the house that built me.
Thank you, Ava. It is now my pleasure to introduce our final class speaker tonight. Please welcome to the stage Carolyn Norland.
Good evening to the wonderful people in the crowd, the amazing and influential mentors and staff surrounding us, and most importantly, to all of you fantastic soon-to-be graduates. Bienvenido a nuestra graduación. One of the great things about spending your entire childhood in the same town is the way the anticipation builds around traditions that you see play out year after year. Like, how many of us stopped riding our scooters a long time ago but made sure to save them just for this morning's ride? Or who can recall the middle school feeling of attending football games and dreaming of a spot in the student section? And, of course, this, the march into the Apple Bowl in front of a proud audience, to take our place in Wenatchee High School history. It's a moment we've been planning for 13 years, so let's savor the fact that it has finally arrived. Sometimes the things we plan work out just like we hope. Other times they really don't. And somehow, as I look back on my school years, it seems like it is those times that form my most vivid memories. For example, the last time this field was filled with so many people, I was planning to be here enjoying my last homecoming dance. It didn't work out that way. Instead, I spent the night in a hospital bed 6 blocks from here, recovering from an emergency appendectomy. It's not just the major glitches that are memorable. It's the minor things, like those extra late homework nights before we fine-tuned our procrastination timers. Before we learned time management. Or the times we got the wrong spirit day and showed up in pajamas when everyone else was wearing purple and gold. And of course, COVID. We didn't plan on that. I also remember times when things went better than planned, like when parking spots opened up just in the nick of time, or when our math teacher announced an extra review day instead of handing out that test. And of course, those awesome come-from-behind sports victories. Right now, there's an extra dose of conversation about our plans. Where do you plan to go? What do you plan to do? Who do you plan to be? Over and over again, we're being asked. Most of us have at least vague answers to those questions, and hopefully we're excited about them. But given what we know about how plans work out, I think we need to be careful to not tie our identities to those answers. Who we are is not determined by what might or might not happen in the future. Who we are is determined by the actions, the mindset, and the relationships we choose to nurture each day. While we've been in school together, we've gotten to root for each other, push each other, check in with each other, and watch as some things went well and others did not. Tomorrow, many of us will cease to exist in each other's lives. We won't be a part of the amazing, crazy, sad, and predictably unpredictable things to come. So, before you step forward into a plan that doesn't include me greeting you at the front doors of the school every day, I want to share my day-by-day hopes for you. I hope you recognize your worth. You are each beautiful, important, and strong in the best ways. I hope all of these qualities flourish even more beyond the classroom walls. I hope you carry yourself with confidence. If you haven't before, start with your walk across the stage in just a few minutes. I hope you embrace your missteps rather than being embarrassed by them. I hope you aren't scared to feel your emotions. And by that, I mean all of them. I want each and every one of you to feel your own feelings and not hold back just to match someone else's. I hope you are vulnerable with people that deserve to hear what you are going through. And I hope you set boundaries with people you can't trust. I hope you believe in love and that you experience it. I hope all your future endeavors are meaningful and bring you joy in some capacity. I hope you are there for other people. I hope that you are someone else's everything. I hope you see the most gorgeous sunrises and sunsets and find amazing books to read. And I hope you ask questions and find something you'd love to learn about. I hope you find a passion that you get all excited talking about. I hope you let go of the things that aren't yours to carry. And I hope you find the places that you belong. Congratulations, class of 2023. Here's to all the years we've spent together, and here's to our future. May our joy be found in the moment and never be diminished by how our plans turn out. Thank you.
Good evening, and welcome to Wenatchee High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2023. I'm Eric Anderson, principal of Wenatchee High School, and it is an honor and a privilege to be here with you tonight as we applaud this fine group of students and recognize the hard work and dedication that has culminated in this celebration. I wish to acknowledge the commitment and ingenuity of our teachers, staff, and all of you, the parents, guardians, and caregivers of our students. You have made a difference, and we salute you. Antes de nada, quiero disculparme por mi nivel de español. Buenas noches y bienvenidos a la graduación de la clase de 2023 de la preparatoria de Wenatchee. Soy Eric Anderson, el director de la escuela, y es un honor estar aquí con ustedes esta noche. Quiero felicitar a este increíble grupo de estudiantes y reconocer todo el esfuerzo y dedicación que han puesto para llegar a este momento tan especial. También quiero agradecer a nuestros maestros, personal escolar y a todos ustedes, padres, tutores y guardianes, por su compromiso y apoyo. Han hecho una gran diferencia y los felicitamos. Gracias. Okay, before I address our seniors, we've got a couple of awards to give away tonight. We've got our Heart of the Panther Awards. So we've got 3 awards that we're going to give away tonight. So when I get to reading a name of those awards, those individuals, please come forward. So first of all, our Heart of the Panther, for 30 years, the Heart of the Panther Award has celebrated recipients in one of 5 non-academic categories. This tradition began in 1990 and has become a highly regarded Wenatchee High School honor that students and staff anticipate every year. The Heart of the Panther Award is presented to a WHS student, staff, or community member who illustrates true Panther pride and understands the meaning of commitment and dedication. Student honorees are selected for one of 3 categories. First, attitude. Awarded to an outstanding student with a positive attitude at school, at home, and in everyday life. The student selected for this award made a big impact on the classroom environment. Kind, compassionate, caring, and humble. Every interaction is always genuine and respectful. This student is known for turning tough situations into positive learning experiences. A positive mentality and outlook leads this student to go above and beyond for peers and staff members alike. We are pleased to announce the 2023 recipient for the Heart of the Panther Attitude Award goes to Joel Rodriguez. Next is involvement, awarded to a student who is truly involved in activities, academics, and community events. Someone to always count on. This student took a serious commitment to engage the student body this year. Not only is the student involved in many aspects of student life, but they also lead the charge in rallying the student body to connect and participate. School spirit could be their middle name. This student came in every day to make sure students knew what was happening in the building. They also volunteered their time with Unified Sports. Despite being nearly full-time running start, this student can often be seen in the hallways before, after, and during school, making sure every event or outreach was a success. No one is more deserving of this year's Heart of the Panther Award for involvement. So please help me in congratulating Summer Pease as this year's recipient. And finally, our Extra Effort Award, awarded to the student who has done a 180-degree turnaround in academics, athletics, attendance, or where any other noticeable change has been made. This student has shown impressive grit and determination to overcome some challenges and maintain the course to graduation. This student is fiercely loyal to both family and friend. With great perseverance, this student met every challenge head on and did not allow anything to stand in the way of being here tonight. Above and beyond their personal determination, this student also stands as a shining example of what it means to have a heart for others. With heart, determination, grit, and perseverance, it is my honor to announce this year's recipient of the Heart of the Panther Award for Extra Effort is senior Alec Preciado. Let's give them all one more round of applause, please. All right, Wenatchee High School seniors, you made it. Take a moment and just breathe it in. It feels good, doesn't it? You began your high school career just as many before you, in the gym for our freshman Ignite. But by spring of your freshman year, the world as we knew it came to a halt. And you found yourself suddenly transitioned to a new online platform. All of a sudden, you were staring at tiny stamp-sized images of your teachers, your classmates, and your friends on the computer screen. Yet you persevered. You showed patience and probably even tutored some of your teachers in the technology as they too navigated Canvas and Zoom classrooms. By midway through your sophomore year, you transitioned again, this time to half-day AM/PM cohorts. And finally, in your junior year, you were back full-time in the hallowed halls of Wenatchee High School. And as upperclassmen, suddenly you were called upon to be leaders at WHS. This was a big task for a group of students who had very little experience being in the high school and therefore little mentoring from the classes ahead of you. Yet, you rose to the challenge, and look at what you've accomplished. You have helped reshape many of the traditions here at Wenatchee High School. And this year you hosted the largest homecoming dance ever, where more than 1,300 students came together on this very field to dance and enjoy life with one another. Then just last week, this senior class engineered a lip dub that pulled the whole student body together to honor our diversity while celebrating inclusion. I got to give a shout out to Kara Norland and her whole team for making that happen. It was amazing. The class of 23 has led with enthusiasm, grace, and humility. We are all impressed with your steadfast optimism. It permeates this class of graduates. You believe in a better future, and you advocate to make your voices heard, not only at Wenatchee High School, but also by founding and participating in the first ever Superintendent's Advisory Council. You are a part of positive change, and you will continue to be the change we need for a better future. Class of 2023, you are inspired. You are strong. You are unstoppable. You will continue to do great things, and we, the Wenatchee community, are extremely proud of you. In closing, although we know it will not be needed, we wish you each the best of luck. And now the part you've been waiting for, Mr. Bill Eagle, Superintendent of the Wenatchee School District. It is my distinct pleasure to attest that this class has completed all of the Washington State and Wenatchee School District requirements for graduation, and the class of 2023 is ready to receive their diplomas.
Kirsten Lynn Peart.
Angel David Santana Baltazar.
Morgan Lee Ann Rollman.
Julián Gael González Rodríguez.
Braden Stitt.
Jacob Jairo Huga Zermeno.
Jada Rose Cosina.
Alexander James Blue.
Grace Nicole Coons.
Giano Johnson Lopez.
Brooke Elizabeth Bouchon.
Litzy Cristel Guzman.
Ava Lynn Keys.
Thomas Dean Eduardo Hendelman.
Eloise Elizabeth Bowles.
Ashley Moriyama.
Taryn Marie Turner.
Angela Castillo Mendoza.
Anastasia Marie Jarecki.
Case William Bilenga.
Olivia Grace Harley.
Caden Michael Vile.
Mason Lynn Hegum.
Charles James the Bubba Beefcake Jorgensen.
Julian Ronaldo Reyes.
Lindsay Suzanne Baker.
Carl Andrew Rader.
Weston English.
Samantha Brooke Dory.
Ashton Reagan.
Brum Mainders.
Jonah Chester Farrow.
Elgin Jose Negreta.
Zayden Kane Prunty.
Riley William Olson.
Vinny Double A Goforth.
Michaela Chang Lewis.
Brian Contreras Sanchez.
Bo Franklin Warren.
Manuel Valencia.
Roland
Trey Veneros.
Manuel Alex Sanchez.
Jameson Anthony Jelsing.
Corin Collier.
Ulises Sanchez Escalera.
Emmanuel Ocampo Castro.
Cesar Jonathan Gomez Flores.
Conrad Kelly Brown.
Ella Sophia Dickman.
Hayden Connor Roy.
Isabel Pearl Chick.
Joel Alex Rodriguez, a.k.a. Buddy.
Sophia Rose Kinninger.
David the Goat Espinoza.
Laura Preston Mickey.
Nahed Mohammed Sadama.
Finley Joss Otley.
Are you sure? Okay. Juan Dump Truck Rios.
Henry Russell Berge.
Michael Joseph Torres.
Violet Sterling Madsen.
Benjamin Curtis Marchand.
Oscar Laverne.
Hannah Malia Nell.
Macy Melissa Fowler.
Zoe Ryan Gonzalez.
Sakota Eileen Gallagher.
Rivers Tristan Cook.
Hannah Marie Wilkins.
Hugh Tran.
Madison Grace Gardner.
Bryant Lee Witherington.
Emily Claire Leonard.
Cannon Douglas Sanders.
Jason Perez Reyes.
Trenton Joseph Miller.
Lucas Rodrigo Vargas.
Stephen Dylan Turner.
Iona Elizabeth Canlis.
Moses Cox.
Ilsa Groff.
Benjamin Michael Kennedy.
Callista Bell Hine.
Evan Franklin, the state champ Burden.
Rebecca Jean Booth.
Colby Matthew Hill.
Gretchen Ann Wendorf.
Evan James Smith.
Julia Saraí Sanchez.
Joseph Christopher Johnson.
Kira Ann Grace Aldrich.
Brody John Payne.
Selena Lynn Rodriguez.
Ashton Janice McMahon.
Roberto Mediano.
Tiana Jean Pruder Baker.
Devin Urbina.
Jackson Andrew Vio.
Tegrid G. Jones.
Zachary Eugene Van Meter.
Gabe Robert Hunsaker. Summer Grace Pease.
Jonas Patrick Malone.
Daphne Manette Frank.
Joey A. Aaron Slusk.
Diana Hernandez.
Kira Lebov Kostenko.
Courtney Anderson Dodge.
Louise Allen Martinez Snively.
Scarlett Camellia Cron.
Hallie Marie Long.
Audrey Eloise Derrick.
Madison Grace Sterling.
Courtney Arliss Coe.
Carolyn Page Norland.
Harley Stringham.
Natalie Denise Pearson.
Lily Rose Heidelbaugh.
Casey Lynn Moses.
Madeline Rose Tucker. Carter.
Francisco Cardenas.
Preston David Ginter.
Aiden Lawrence Smith. Jacinda Aisha Hall.
Logan Eric Jeffries.
Melissa Ascension Lara.
Jair Rincon Merino.
Emma Joe Ewald.
Jacob William Ling.
Gage Alexander Turner. Matthew Garrett Drolet.
Anthony Michael Martinez.
Matthew Leo Smythman.
Andrew Mark Vandershelley.
Ephraim McKenzie. Jackson Chase Bishop.
Matthew Ji Hoon Job.
Elijah Rowe Ornelas.
Benjamin Jerome Payan. Robert Kerr.
Abram Benjamin Zano.
Guillermo David Navarrete Lozoya.
David Guzman Valente.
Emery Michelle Hughes.
Jason Lee Kerr.
Holly Joy Knifeton.
Ethan Rolon Sanchez.
Tatum Ray Grossdidier.
Jose Guillen Garcia.
Gabriela Pedraza Fraga. Victor Manuel Barbosa.
Lucia Romero Lagunas.
Aldo Vicente Rocha.
Jocelyn Isabel Hernandez Perez.
Andy Noah Guillen. Diana Corral Torres. Raúl Rivera Piña.
Emily Mia Jimenez.
Jose Rocha Rodriguez.
Raúl Mendoza.
Gregorio Garibay Arroyo. Miranda Jolette Rivera.
Kevin Alexander Ham.
Martina Verónica Jerónimo.
David Paul Long.
Jorge Luis Maldonado Michel Jr.
Logan Scott Wolverton.
Adrian Alonso Rojas Estrada.
Austin Elwin.
Giovanni Yakuta.
Cody Michael Westra.
Edith Carolyn Chamberlain.
Nathan Hayes Carmack.
Freya Beatrix Rolfs.
Madeline Rose Priest.
Miranda Lima Nyack.
Angel Rafael Velasquez.
Autumn Elizabeth Hansen.
Kevin Lugo Rivera.
Ella Nicole Dooley Gabers.
Adrian Garnica.
Sydney Leona Simmons.
Claudia Rodriguez Mendoza.
Joel Isaac Beach.
Austin Matthew Brownlee.
Leslie Juliana Alvarado Perez.
Emmanuel Eman Luis Gonzalez.
Jackie Amaya.
Leilani Kayleen Wagner.
Melissa Sanchez Vega.
Jude Marin Ship.
Jimena Alfaro Cruz.
Stephanie De La Cruz Zavala.
Miriam Alondra Ruelas.
Gabriela Janet Tellez Reinaga.
Jose Jorge Zavala.
Giovanni Gonzalez Rivera.
Brian Francisco Ayala Mora.
Ingrid Contreras Espinosa.
Diego Preciado Villanueva.
Irvin Jonathan Salazar Rangal.
Fernando Merino Mendoza.
Ignacio Tafoya Guillén.
Joshua Ochoa Garibay.
Quebec, Lee Varela.
Jairo Antonio Barrera Mendoza.
Benjamin James Criswell.
Omar Vargas Ramirez.
Andrew Thomas Prieto.
Danny Gutierrez.
Ryder Elias Riemann.
Joe Alexander Cruz Ramirez.
Seth Ian Fuller.
Jonathan Castillo Quintanilla.
Micah Niles Scott.
Jesus Avila.
Benjamin Patrick Lewis.
Tyler E. Purdue.
Dylan Van Bogart.
Jesus Arian Valencia Manriquez.
Rainy Grace Freeberg.
Caleb Arthur Grubb.
Grace Victoria Diggs.
Dalila Rios.
Taylor Noel Williams.
I got you, girl. All right. Destiny Escamilla Quesada.
Ivy Ann Rios.
Fatima Edith Rodriguez Bravo.
Kobe Ann Riches.
Juliana Elizabeth Pérez Guzmán.
Murray Sapphire Aguilar Huckins.
Abigail Cabrera Muñoz.
Ariane Verma.
Ariana Martinez.
Alexis Giovanni Zarate Chavez.
Josue Aguilar Solorio.
Paulina Carreon Alvarez.
Ángel Frías Solorio.
Stephanie Hurtado.
Eileen Johanny Orozco Salazar.
Joanna Michelle Ruiz Aguilar.
Emmy Joe Sutton.
Belén Yareli Naranjo.
Allison Marie Chamberlain.
Ana Mora Moreno.
Garland
B. Adam Cervantes.
Wesley James Pruitt.
Andrea Zarate.
Moisés Dominique Farias Arias.
Lily Ray Plunkett.
Jack Thomas Putnam.
Ava Brooke Angerstein.
Got you. Okay. Langdon Lee Miranda Baltera.
Fatima Villegas Reyes.
Caden Jonathan Cummings.
Ashley Núñez Maldonado.
Cadence Jade Shropshire.
Yadelin Rios Leon.
Eric Manuel Nava Arajo.
Brenda Garcia Barriga.
Jason Ramirez.
Jacob León Gutierrez.
Marco Negrete.
Lillian Sharp.
I'm just messing with you. Diego Manriquez Macedo.
Faye Patrick.
Manuel Sendejas.
William Keith O'Brien.
Melanie Eileen May.
Aaliyah Beyonce Betancourt Ruiz.
Gerardo Solonio Sendejas.
Giselle Guadalupe Hernández.
Ángeles Panchi González.
Michaela May Cunningham.
Ricardo Garcia Ayala.
Valerie Laureen Manzaro.
Okay. Set Emmanuel Munguia de la Cruz.
Juliana Samantha Franklin.
Jose Manuel Morales Castro.
Nora Meju Hyde.
Daisy Morales Castro.
April Marie Valdez.
Tiara Mia Valdovinos Laredo.
Erin Marie Woligorsky.
Luis Arroyo Luna.
Rosario Francisca Muñoz Villarroel.
Kimberly Carreón Preciado.
Ramona Roach.
Rogelio Mendoza, a.k.a. Timothy Linares.
Molly O'Malley Coonfield.
Sergio Morales Garibay.
Matthew John Thew Ortiz. Adrián Ernesto González.
Cendric Jerry Postlethwaite.
Yair Arrevalo Pérez.
August Brian Kreider.
Yair Mendez Aviles.
Gibson Parker Tarr, also known as Gibby. Alexander Jesus Granados Zavala.
Katie Beth Ann Avey.
Angel Anaya Pimentel.
Annalisa Maria Rivera.
Jesus Alejandro I Beat Manny Arm Wrestling Cano.
Sophie Grace Mead. Fernando Ramos.
Helen Marie Bozarth Avila.
Lluvia Carrion Rees.
Ayame Star Lions.
Wyatt Jordan Lester.
Alexander Yan Tracy. Lakin Yushian Davidson.
Zoe Araya Whiting.
Shayla Christine Crouch.
Joel Alejandre.
Lola Nicole Fox. Fernando Guerrero Vidal.
Melanie Sarai Saldivar.
Nathan Aranda Vega.
Caden Charles Riker.
Annalise Gordon.
Dakota Barry Myrie.
Taylor Marie Reyes. One sec, ready? Jacob Alec Miguel Preciado.
Ashley Guadalupe Alcaraz Aguiniga.
Rathan Isaac Kenworthy.
Marlene Vega Bravo.
Megan Johnson.
Chivas Mejia.
Damian Ian Lopez.
Michael Xavier Whitefoot.
Katie Leela Johnson.
Genevieve Elizabeth Moore.
Cesar Marcelino Tiri.
Maria Dolores Soto.
Diego Morales Guerrero.
Alexandra Terry Harris.
Owen Isaac Sandoval Cuevas.
Kendi Garcia Pascual.
Natalie Jean Colson.
Fatima Quiñones Castillo.
Jody Lynn Sundstrom.
Diego Cuevas Bielmas.
Lourdes Lulú Guerrero Gutiérrez.
David Perdomo Domínguez.
Pierre Alessandro Vega.
Alexis Daniel Cisneros Rivera.
Yameli López Dueñas.
Mireya Crescencia Puentes Hersel.
Jose Julian Peña Rodriguez.
Joanna Jean Cunio Reverente.
Magali Delgado Rojas.
Jose Jesus Garnica Negrete.
Bresedia Guadalupe Sanchez.
Haley May Ingersoll.
Areli Martínez.
Neilani Marie Pecora Burley.
Brianna May Waterhouse.
Mariana Vasquez Martinez.
Isabella Cuevas.
Flor Karen Espinosa Sánchez.
Ariana Calderón Torres.
Diego Mesquia.
Andrea Morales Sánchez.
Esperanza Luna Castro.
Alexandra Jimenez.
Eileen Barbosa Lopez.
Marisa Daniela Morales Coria.
Abdiel Josué Figueroa.
Gabriel Mata.
Angel Daniel Carrillo Ramirez.
Alexia Nicole Amante.
Silali Munoz Juarez.
Natalie Aurelia Zacharias Banuelos.
Anaí Sanchez Mendoza.
Siena Amezcua Bañuelos.
Andrea Isabel Muñiz.
René Navarro Vega.
Yasmín López Martínez.
Ingrid Carval Macias.
The legend, Dakota Scott Frank.
Ada Jacqueline Cervantes Elias.
You want to say the whole thing? Okay, please. Jeremy Ocampo Juarez, a.k.a. the Mini Cooper Guy.
Peyani Baltasar López.
Daniel Ernesto Barrera Mejia.
Brisa Tamayo Hernandez.
Jacqueline González Camarena.
Daisy Aguilera.
Natalie Dries Sandoval.
Ingrid Macias Murillo.
Okay, for like dramatic. Okay, I got you. Jacqueline Elizabeth Ramirez Hernandez.
Celeste Mejia.
Betsaida Rodriguez Garcia. This one here. Oh, me. Okay. Lorena Lopez Garibay. Can I read her name?
Alondra Serrato Toledo.
Frank Patrick Haugen.
Dylan Michael Patrick.
Tyler Robert William Webb.
Nathaniel Dwayne Lamb.
one, James. Grab white. At this time, could I have the senior choir join Miss McCormick up here and the senior senate up on stage? Will the class of 2023 please rise? It's time to move your tassels.
Okay, class of 2023. We are going to take our tassels from the right and move them to the left.
Please join in singing the alma mater from your diploma cover.
Thanks for watching the commencement exercises for the class of 2023 here on the NCW Life Channel. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Apple Valley Honda, Confluence Health, JDSA Law, Merry Maids, Mini Blinds and more, Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista, Together for Youth, the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, the Walkabout Grill. Graduation coverage is also sponsored by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington, Caldwell Banker Cascade, Dr. David Parks, and Global Car Care. This concludes this special presentation of the NCW Life Channel, your local TV station. We now return to normal programming already in progress.